Every time I make one of these invites where I'm popping out of a drink or popping into the actual frame, I get a how in the world did you make that, Charlotte? I did it through Canva. And I just wanted to show you real quick what that looks like and how to do it because it's actually pretty darn simple. So here I am popping out of a margarita glass and then sinking back into the drink. I would use this for maybe an Instagram or a Facebook story and video invite that I was sending that I wanted to just stand out just a little bit more. So let's show you how to make this. Start in Canva. Today I am making an Instagram story. I've already got my you're invited and the information for the event that I'm going to do. So now I just need to add my margarita glass and the video that I created of me popping up out of the margarita glass. So first, let's start with our margarita glass. I'm going to come to my elements and I am going to find the margarita. I want a realistic one, so I'm going to look for a photo. There's a good margarita. Pop that in. I like that size pretty well. I'm just going to drop it down here and I might expand it just a little bit and have it coming off. There we go. All right, so that gives me room to have my little head pop up out of the margarita glass. Now, I have already recorded a video of me going from down below and then popping into the frame and then just squatting back down. Now that I've got that video just dropped in, I'm going to do some editing. First, I'm going to go to my crop. And I really just want to have the portion where my head is popping up. Let's see, there we are. Head's popping up there. And then I want to go to where my head is popping back down. So we're going to go to where, and I'm going to go to where my head is just going back down, ducking down. There we go. Once I've got that done, now I've got to crop it because I don't need the whole body and don't need to see where my head is when I drop down. So we're just going to crop that down. So I'm just going to bring that in about to there. I really don't want to see anything once I'm done. I don't need that top. We'll just make it easier on my video. All right, now the magic to this is the background remover. Now that I've got it cropped to where I don't have anything that I don't want in my video and I've trimmed the edges, I'm going to click the background remover up here at the top. My video is selected, so that menu pops up and I say background remover. Give it a second because it's got to remove that background. But once it's removed, sometimes this takes a minute or two. Now you can see I'm popping up, saying hi, and bringing you in. Next, now that my background is removed, is I've got to fit me into the glass. So right now I'm a little too big. I'm just going to shrink that down by grabbing my corner, shrinking me down. Let's see, here we are. So now I've got me coming out of said margarita, but that still looks a little harsh and a little unrealistic. So there's a step 3 that you need to do here. I'm going to just take my margarita glass and I'm going to copy that puppy. You could also just use Control D if you were smart and remember to do that. Then I'm going to click my background remover. I'm going to click Edit. And I'm going to edit this background remover to make it look like it's got some waves in here. I just want to make it smooth and wavy so that I look a little bit more natural coming out of said glass. All right, now that I'm done with that, notice now I just look a little bit more like I'm actually coming out of said glass. You know what I don't like? My elbow right here is inside of that line. So I could do one of two things. I could just scoochie myself over if I wanted to scoochie myself over, and that still works. Or I could edit that background remover one more time, and I could let the line be in front. So again, I'm going to select that forward margarita glass. I'm going to hit Edit. The controls on my background remover are right here. And if I want that line to come back, I hit Restore. And I just say, line, come back. I want you to be in front of my arm if I was there. That way, if I bring myself back over, we'll see when I pop up out of the drink and I wave. The line is in front of me. I'm just right behind the line, which works. And then I can sink back down into the luscious waves of said margarita. A couple of things that I like to do here is because this is a fun video, I don't have any sound on it, I would do a couple more edits to my actual video. I would select the video, turn off my sound. I don't need any sound on this. And then I would speed it up just because I want it to be more cartoony and silly. Just makes it a little bit more fun. more interactive. And on an Instagram story or something like that, it's going to pop up faster. One more thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to hit edit on that picture. And you are going to see this play on repeat. Just click that little button, and that way the video will just play on repeat for you over and over again. Now, I have made this invite to have 2 slides, so I just need to copy and paste that exact same thing and bring it over, which I could do very simple. Come to this, and if I made my slides beforehand and I want to select the whole thing, I'm just going to select all of that. Oops, accidentally got that. Take that out. Now I've got all of the videos and all of the margarita glass selected. I am going to Control C. Now I'm going to come over to this slide and Control V. There we go. So now it just repeated that exact thing. I didn't have to make it twice. One last thing is I want to make sure that my words are on top of said margarita glass so that they're not being blocked. In order to do that, I'm just going to select my text here. I'm going to position it to the front. Thank you very much. So now my text will remain on top. I'm going to do that for this slide as well. All right, so now I have this whole slide with all of the animations with me popping out of said margarita, all set to go. Let's watch it in action. I hope you found this tutorial helpful, and go make some really fun, creative, popping out of all kinds of things, doors, windows, margarita glasses, coffee cups, you get the idea. Don't forget to subscribe here for more how-tos, and if you're a real estate industry professional, check out all the content creation you are going to find here on Recharging with Champions. See you next time.